And
Thank you so much, dear nice people in home and abroad. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi has actually congratulated the freedom fighters of 1971, and he somehow claimed the total freedom liberation war credit from Bangladesh. And today we've got two army officers here. They are going to actually come up with their comments and ideas on how they will actually react on it. For the first time, I want to request Colonel Hanan Midda sir to actually come up with that very particular uh, reaction from your side. What do you think about Colonel? What I say, uh, Modi's post on it, please.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Thank you, my dear. If blood is taken as the cost of liberation, then Bangladesh has overpaid it. The comments passed by Mr. Modi, he was not born in 71 as Modi. At best, he used to sell tea. So had it been Mrs. Srimati Indira Gandhi, I could have accepted she has said it. But the statement given by Modi is and cannot be accepted at all. Number one. Mr. Modi, I should remind him, is there is saying, enemy of my enemy will be my friend. India has not forgotten the beating of Pakistan in 1965 war. They had been thinking how to take revenge against Pakistan. They are lucky. The time came through Bangladesh in 1971. Right, this is the 51st anniversary we are enjoying. We call it Victory Day. And after the War of Liberation, it was Sheikh Mujib and his party had been ruling this country from 72 to 75. During the war between Pakistan and Bangladesh, though Pakistan wants to say the war between Pakistan and India wants to say war between Pakistan and India, then what was the role of Bangladesh? I'm sure it's not the time to teach them. It was our war. They assist us because our interest and their interest coincides together. So they came forward because so long they had been fighting in two fronts, West Pakistan front and East Pakistan front. It was too difficult for India to tackle it. So they got a chance. They welcomed us to India, gave shelter, gave training, came forward with the tent, and the relief came from the whole world. We have also shared. Luckily or illuckily, there was a flood in 71 in India. Hundreds of thousands of people were homeless out of flood. The relief came for us. We shared with India. Mr. Modi, I want to remind you, please recall it. How did you survive in 71 during this terrible cold and winter and flood? However, 72 to 75, Bangladesh was ruled by Awami League. Because of the Indian policy, Awami League, especially Sheikh Fazlullah Moni, wanted to create Rakhi Bahini, known as Mujib Bahini. He said that Pakistan army was made for the protection of Pakistan. They cannot be trusted for Bangladesh. They're absolutely wrong. The whole battle, the war was led by officer got training from Pakistan, but they are born in Bangladesh. They are truly Bangladeshi by born. However, in 75, Sheikh Mujib was assassinated because of their malpractices, illegal attitude, the criminal act, corruption, and the illegal treaty was made by India in 75, in 71. Seventh contract, number one, Bangladesh will not have any standing army. It will be managed by police, EPR, then BDR, then National Security Rakhi Bahini, and Indian Army will come and settle down the issue and will go back. What a stupidity! In the name of friendship, they wanted to bring us under their shade. It was not accepted by the then Prime Minister of Bangladesh, Mr. Tajuddin Ahmed. India wanted to fight the battle early stage in order to claim that this country is liberated by India. Our Prime Minister Tajuddin Ahmed, with his intelligence and his magnanimity, he immediately formed three brigades: S Force, K Force, Z Force, in the name of General Jia, General Safiullah, and General Khaled Musharraf. Then we jumped into the war. That was a combination of war. Normally it happens. Allied force is act like that. And within short possible time, 9 months, the Pakistan army got defeated. India never knew the route, never knew the pawns and corn. What is the problem? It was Bangladeshi force. They allowed India to go from room to room, door to door. That is how Pakistan were defeated. And joint operation took place on 21st November 1971. So it is called Armed Forces Day. We invite Indians to come and join us to celebrate the Victory Day. It will be 100% mistaken by Indians if they think like that. It may happen so. In course of time, we may not invite them on that day. We may not be miser to think in that line. However,
Thank
I
you.
wish Mr. Modi would try to learn from their seniors. I do not know the last one seen. Then other senior, those people have been what? DK Palit, if they are surviving, they can help Mr. Modi. Modi cannot help himself. However, after the death of Sheikh Mujib, anyway, it was late President Rahman who took over the responsibility of Bangladesh, and he, with the help of 100% people, started building this army and the country. It was it was said during Sheikh Mujib period, it's a bottomless basket. Jia came here, started working day and night, taking the help of 100% citizen of the Bengali, from military to civil military, police and everybody.
Thank you,
However,
sir. Sir, I will come back to you once again. Such a pleasure to get you, sir. Today, we've got Major MD Mohsinul Karim. He was a victim of enforced disappearance. So, right now, we've got a commission which was actually a fact-finding mission on victims of enforced disappearance. Somehow, on 16 December, in 2024, we've got a report from New Age, a very leading English newspaper of Bangladesh, where they have actually told us that actually the commission finds Indian involvement. The Commission of Inquiry on Enforced Disappearance has found prima facie evidence of the involvement of Indian authorities in the system of enforced disappearance in Bangladesh. In its first interim report, titled Unfolding the Truth, submitted to the Chief Advisor, Professor Dr. Mohammad Yunus, on Saturday, The commission stated that it came to the con- conclusion after recording of statements of victims, their families, and members of law enforcement agencies. The commission recommended the Ministry of Home Affairs and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to extend their best efforts to identify any Bangladeshi citizens who might still remain in India, according to a part of the report shared by Chief Advisor's press wing on Sunday. More detailed analysis will be required to fully understand the extent of the involvement of the Indian authorities and its implication for both the countries, said the report. So it's a very long report. It will take us a long while. We will be sending you the link of this very particular text so that you can actually come up to us. Since we are right now out of time, we will be actually coming up with the very same question to one of the victims of enforced disappearance, Major Mohsin sir, about your take on it, please.
The subject is enforced disappearance and the involvement of India. See, I was subjected to be the subject of enforced disappearance, and I was about 1 week. I was untraceable. I was under custody, and there I myself can give the statement that yes, I am very much sure that the enforced disappearance is the brainchild of India. And once I was taken to custody, and then I was undergone a lot of harassment and vigorous punishment. And there I found during the question and answer, I found there are few people who was not talking much, but they were talking in English, and sometime I found they are talking in Hindi also. So these people were interrogating me, my involvement politically, my involvement in the cross-border intelligence work, because I was in intelligence service in Bangladesh Army, and I had to go for transport and intelligence, and then involvement with the Seven Sister rebels. Though I have very little involvement with them, but they did not spare me. They they have given electric shock. They put the sharp needle inside below my nails, and I was hung. I was given shock, and I was asked a lot of questions which I could not. I did not answer, and more so, the main focus was that what I had been doing during the media carnage. Then I protested against the government and the chief of staffs. Those are the thing was asked by the local officer, but the other thing, the political involvement with meeting with Madam Khaleda Zia and other BNP leaders. There are many other things which confirm, and I am confirming that the India is very much involved with this enforced disappearance, and I was one of the subject to that. And after that, I was released, not from there, and then I was sent to jail for 1.5 years without any charge sheet, nothing. And somehow I could come out, and after that, my life was totally miserable, and I could never have a normal life. I was all through in the hiding myself with different places, and everywhere I found the Indian involvement to find me out, and more so the media like Pothomalo and Daily Star. They published many publication against the issue, and sometimes they try to make me a terrorist, and they made me terrorist. They listed me also. I was a listed terrorist to be taken for crossfire. Though I was taken when I was in custody. Then I said, now I am really I'm Muslim. You can do whatever you feel. But one thing you remember: if it is not permitted or it is not the decision of Almighty, you cannot do anything. Or if it is so, you want to kill me, let's go. My hand, legs, and yeah, I was handcuffed, and a big black cap was on my head, so I could not see anything. I only hear. So I said, you just you leave everything. the hands and legs, I will run to the spot where you want to kill me, because I know if I'm killed like this, and I'll go to Jannah. So after that, they changed their decision and put me back, and then they started asking me different questions, and at the end, they tried to take my signature in a blank white paper, which I did not do, and only for that, the sharp nail was pushed beneath my nails, and ultimately I did not sign. So after that, finding no other way, they hand me over to police, and after that, I was in jail for 1.5 years. And everywhere I found the evidence that India is involved in this thing, because what India wants to control Bangladesh, nothing else. They're controlling now through Awami League. Maybe at one stage they will capture us. This is their plan, nothing else. They are now telling quick election being the political party back in power, and they will rule again through them. So India's main aim is that. And if you go back to the history, you will see from the time 1757, once the Shirazdollah was killed, and after that, who are the people? They were ruling us. 57 to 1857, the whole 100 years, the Muslims of this Bengal, they fought against these Britishers, and our Hindu brothers, they helped British. And after that, after 1857, the British colonized us, and in the British colony, all the power was given to the Hindus. And after that, when we got liberated first time as East Pakistan, that time they temporarily acknowledge that, okay, let us accept this for the time being. We will bring this East Bengal to India again. That is the main aim of India, and they are doing it very deliberately. And they did it with Sikkim. They are trying to do everything in Bangladesh. Whatever you see now, the Hindu playing of Hindu card, then they are dominating us in all the way. The education, health, then economy, wherever you go, everywhere you see that India is dominating us, and India is trying to control us by every way. They are taking the advantage of transshipment or transit, taking both the port, taking control of the deep sea port. Whatever we have the assets, everything they are controlling. They are controlling by their political party. They want to rule Bangladesh by a group of people, mainly the so-called Awami League is doing it. So this is what the plan of India, and they are doing it since from the time, that is from 71. The 71 was really their plan. They do everything according to their. But I heard from a war veteran, General Jamil Hassan. He was telling in a conference that India fought their war, we fought our war. India fought only for 9 to 10 days, and we fought 9 months. The Pak Army's limbs and backbone was broken. India just walked down. They did not really fight. India have a test fighting in Hilli and Kamalpur. Both the places, they got a lesson that they cannot do anything to Pakistan army. At that time, they followed the Chanakya Niti. The Chanakya ideology is that your neighbor is your enemy or slave. You try to control him by some means, then divide and rule. After that, come to his this terms and condition and agreement, and by any way, if you cannot control, then go for capturing physically. The India tried all the way, but ultimately they got a lesson that it is not possible. And that is what our Satras, the students and the common people shown, that they fought with India, because the shadow power was India, the police force. You will not see any police now. Who all are those police? You will not get them. They are the Indians. These police were firing at our students, and students fought these Indian back police single-handed. They had nothing. So this is our fighting spirit, and we got liberated by fighting. India did not. India got liberated by an agreement with the British government. So our history is fighting and getting liberation, and after that we are capable enough to hold back this independence. And anyway, if India try at all, India cannot do anything. That
Okay,
is
sir.
what.
We'll get back to you very soon. Once again, right now I want to provide floor to Colonel Hanan Mrida sir about the finding of the commission, Enforced Disappearance Commission. They say that India and its spy or intelligence officials were behind these very heinous crimes that were committed and perpetrated against more than thousands of people of our country. So would you please come up with your take on it, please?
Well, it is absolutely truth, but here I want to blame Awami League led by Sheikh Hasina. Had it not been happening like that, India would have not dared to come inside Bangladesh and for carrying out these nefarious activities. It is Sheikh Hasina. She wanted to get the assurance from India she will be allowed to rule this country. Instead of that, she will give everything to them. As she said, whatever I have given to India, they will never forget it. Only thing she has not said what all she has given, but it is fact. So I will condemn more Sheikh Hasina, Awami League, and these criminals living in Bangladesh than India. India will always choose the opportunity to suck the blood of the neighbor. But there is a saying, you can change the family member, but you cannot change the neighbor. Unfortunately, we cannot change India as our neighbor. But it was Sheikh Hasina and the Awami League that has done all these nefarious activities for their personal interest. But as a good neighbor, India should have not done like that because we have shown our genuine, genuine true love towards India. We enjoy their film, we enjoy their song, we visit India, we go for marketing there. They are so happy. Nowadays, people from Bangladesh doesn't go to India for treatment, for marketing, for buying this damn onion and chili. They are starving. Every day, the people from West Bengal and other part of India requesting, please come back. We will make visa for 24 hours or 4 hours like that. But it is only one man. 18 crore people is led by one man, a Nobel laureate, Dr. Muhammad Yunus. And 144 crore people is led by one man is a cha vikreta, Mr. Narendra Modi. What a pride we have.
Okay, sir. Such a
Now,
pleasure.
yeah, it's true. Now
Sir,
I'm telling, the Indian army, India has sent 32 lakh people doing job in Bangladesh. They are not paying any tax. They are not paying any dividends to us. In our every ministry, there are 20, 30, 40. Even in education ministry, 100% are Hindus. We never said anything. And whenever there is a problem with one or two Hindu, they start crying. These crocodile tears. You should be busy with your own people living inside West Pakistan, West Bengal and India. There are hundreds of thousands people living, starving in India. You are not worried about it. Once you find one Hindu is killed in Bangladesh for their own fault, you start shouting. You just come forward. Our people are being killed. Hell with your, see 145 people, how many people are there can sleep well, can eat well, can get the medical treatment well? That not. You are just doing it because the treaty has been made with Sheikh Hasina. She wants to exercise it with creating pressure. I am sure for these 18 crore people will deny that treaty with India because she was not elected by the people. She was not elected by the people, for the people, of the people. We just reject it. Let's see. Please don't forget, enemy of my enemy will be my friend. I can give a simple example to India. If you want to fight with Burma, you need to have 2 lakh army against Burma. If you want to fight with Seven Sister, you require 3 lakh people to stand for it. If you want to fight with Pakistan, you need 5 lakh standby. You want to fight China, 7 lakh people, army will be requiring there. You want to fight Bangladesh against 18 crore, you require minimum 1 crore army. Then what is left with you, my dear Modi? Please think on that line. How many enemy you have? There is no country beside India with whom you are having good relationship. You are so
Thank you.
miser.
Thank
It
you.
was
Thank
very
Thank you, sir. We'll get back to you once again. No issues. It's a pleasure. So we've got Major Mohsin sir. He is one of the victims of enforced disappearance. That's why today I want to actually focus on on this very particular article or news from news in New Age. I want to read it aloud so that our readers can actually find a connotation. So let's move on to the very Enforced Disappearance Commission's report. More detailed analysis will be required to fully understand the extent of the involvement of the Indian authorities and its implications for both the countries, said the report. There is a persistent suggestion in law enforcement circles that some prisoners may still remain in Indian jails. The report said, adding that it was beyond the jurisdiction of the commission to follow the trail outside Bangladesh. We found Indian authorities' involvement in enforced disappearances. Some victim families also told us about the matter, said Commissioner member, one of the members, also a human rights activist. Some Bangladeshi people may be still in Indian jails. So they're coming up with a narrative where they're telling that Indian, intelligence officials and a lot of agencies were behind all kinds of enforced disappearance in our country. But right now, some of the people here inside our country, they work for them. Right now, Major Mohsin sir, what do you think about the remorse, repentance inside the mindset of these people? We've seen hundreds and thousands of prisons in Syria, a lot more, detainees in Sednaya prison, and a lot more places where people were incarcerated for more than decades after decades, right? So here in Bangladesh, we've got a brigadier general who was in uh, enforced disappearance for more than 8 years. You were for there for a couple of months or days, and a lot more people were there for years. Do you think that ultimately India will take a lesson out of this, that today or tomorrow it will be exposed? What do you think about, sir? Please.
I believe that they will take a lesson. But ultimately, what India will do, because India was so sanguine that the way they are handling Bangladesh, it is as the ex-prime minister said that the plan is up to 2041. So these 41, where from this 41 comes? The 41 means that is the time the India will capture Bangladesh. So the enforced disappearance and their involvement, whatever you say, that my experience goes that I heard sometime the Brigadier Azmi is my unit officer. We had been sometime as roommate in the hill tracks, so we know each other very well. And our unit, there are few soldiers and CNC also. They were monitoring where Brigadier Azmi is. Then sometime the message come to me that he is in Indian jail. But ultimately, once Azmi sir came back, he said, "No, I was not taken anywhere." But I find I was taken into custody. I was taken many places. So Azmi sir was not. But Azmi sir was in custody, but he was not physically tortured. But I was. But if you take the example of Sugaranjan Bali, what happened to him? He came for giving witness in favor of Allama Delwar Hossain Saidi. He was taken in custody and he was found in India. What about the BNP leader Salahuddin? He was taken into custody from Uttara and he was found in Shillong. This is what these two example is not the only. There are many people are killed even inside India, and there are many people still there. Many people will come back, inshallah. They are in Indian jail. So the India's involvement is this enforced disappearance is a fact, and India will continue. You see what our ex-prime minister said, that what I did to India, India will never forget. So what he has done, he got the all northeastern rebel groups leaders and handed over to India. Yeah, as far as the diplomatic rule, nobody can be extradited like this. There are diplomatic way, there are embassies, government, and the experienced prime minister has done. So these two example I am giving you, that means the India is involved, and there are many people. I believe in Indian jail still. And my
Okay.
experience is also in the same way, because when I was in custody, I found some movement. When I was being interrogated, there I was the line of questioning is also in that way, whether I know those people or not. So the question that you asked about the enforced disappearance and the involvement of India is it is true, and Commission said it is a fact. Commission said means I had some experience with the Commission also, because I am also subject to the enforced disappearance, and I applied for it. I had I have deposited all documents. I had long interview of 3 hours. There also it is evident to me that yes, the how Commission is saying that India is involved, because India is involved. I know they are involved. And I think if you have any other question about any other subject, I can
Okay.
go.
I want to provide the floor to Colonel Abdul Haq sir right now. He is over there. Sir, could you please tell us a little bit about the comment from Narendra Modi about 1971's legacy and current legacy of India? Please, floor is right now yours.
Disgusting and very serious crime Narendra Modi has done, um, taking the credit of our liberation war. You see, at the fake end of our war, when the Pakistanis were destroyed by our liberation war force, especially the military, our army, by the leadership of Commander-in-Chief, Colonel or the then General Ataul Ghani Usmani. All the logistics supply of Pakistani's army were stopped from Pakistan. They were just stacked in the cantonment, concentrated in the cantonment. They did not have any ammunition, weapon, and public support, including logistic. They were about to die after 1 month without the support of the people. And India took the chance. That is, in Bengali, if we can say, Bina Juddhe Medini Joy. সেটাই করেছে, and this India is such a critical country because they wanted to break the Pakistan, and they have created situation before the independence, war of independence. Mercilessly, Biharis were killed by the fifth columnist, and many other situations they created so that the people of Bangladesh, they go against Pakistan or united Pakistan. Those are history. I don't like to go back there, but especially the liberation war for liberation, this is our great pride. And this disgruntled government, the fundamentalist government of India, the BJP government, they are not BJP, mainly they are RSS, Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangha. They are the criminals. They destroyed the Muslim ideology, Islamic ideology in India. They are killing our people in India. Mercilessly, they are breaking our mosque, masjid, and destroying the villages after villages of Muslim. And the way they have taken away Hyderabad, an independent country, which was in the map of the world map, and which had the position in United Nations as well. They had the seat in the United Nations of the world. সেই ইউনাইটেড নেশনসে তাদের ই ছিল, তারা সেই দেশটাকে মুহূর্তের মধ্যে 7 দিনের মধ্যে সে দেশটাকে they captured the land which was most important land and also very richest, one of the richest country of the world. Likewise, they also do not agree and they do not accept the independence and sovereignty of Bangladesh. That is the hard fact. If anybody does not understand that mechanism or that the hegemony, it is the failure of that individual. But I say that whatever Modi has said, it is the audacity he has shown. He does not have that respect to the nation or neighbor. That's why they are going to be in decay one day after tomorrow, or day after year, year after year. They are going to be destroyed from the world. But this fundamental government cannot keep the India intact if they continue this their fundamentalism like this. On the other hand, this fundamentalist government is spreading that rumor that Bangladesh is a fundamentalist country and secularism, secular country, whereas there is no individual, single individual in our country. They are harmed by the Muslim people, Muslim majority. That is the hard fact of the life. Whatever they say, world knows that this war was between Pakistan and Bangladeshi forces, and that is the truth that will remain, inshallah, till Qiyamah. That is my feelings. Thank you very much, Shaikar.
Such a pleasure, sir. Today, we are really happy to get you people being united. We will be coming up once again on this very same topic about the reaction of Narendra Modi and India's criminal legacy here in Bangladesh. They have to pay the prices. We hope all of you will be joined in other upcoming sessions. So today, let it be up to it, and goodbye for now. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.